without further ado, let's get into it. So this is my iPad. It's got a clear case on the back and then like a thing on the front. This is the iPad Air 10th generation in this kind of marbly blue colour. You can't really see it on screen, but it is blue, and it's somewhat similar to my case as well. And you can see my ring light in here. Okay, it has a detachable like cover as well, so I can just hold it like this if I wanted to. But yeah, I really love it. So I'm just gonna get rid of these notifications and start the screen recording for you guys. Okay, so this is my home screen. I'm just gonna go straight into my iPad, otherwise my screen recording is gonna stop. This is my home screen on my iPad. I tend to just stay on this one. I have quite a few things on this home screen and everything that I need. As you can see, I did turn my location off just for privacy reasons. So firstly, up the top I have my calendar. It just has the month and then just a couple like reminders or events for today or the coming days. So as you can see here, I do only have one reminder. It's just a reminder that my grandparents are coming over, but that's kind of it. Next to that I have the weather app. So normally it would say like what the weather is like right now, but I did turn that off for the purposes of this video. Underneath that, those four things, I have the word of the day. So it's an app called Vocabulary. Sorry, hold on. Oh, it'll go away. Okay, now we're actually on the screen. That took such a long time. But yeah, so basically this is the word of the day. I have a couple other ones here. I've also got, I believe, my favorited ones. Here, favorited. Not these ones. Okay, I have no idea what's happening with the app on my iPad on my phone, because I first had this app on my phone and it was really good. I had like all my favorites. I think I don't have enough like iCloud storage, so it doesn't like sync across or anything, but that's okay. We're just gonna get out of that because it's really annoying right now. Alright, next to that I have the forest app. This is just an app where you sort of plant a tree every single time that you put on the timer to start studying. So it is something that I normally use just during studying times. One of the really cool things about this app is that you can go in and see real forest, and I believe you have to study for like a certain number of hours before you can plant a real tree in real life. Sorry. So let me just see. Forest. So I haven't used this app in a long time because I haven't been studying in a long time. I graduated high school last year, so, and I haven't started uni yet, so this whole like couple months I just haven't been touching any sort of study work or anything. So that's that. Now, you can see your friends on this as well, I believe. Friends. Oh, I'm apparently not logged in. See, on my iPad I'm not logged into a lot of things because like I have them on my phone. My iPad is completely new. So anyways, it's pretty annoying, but whatever. Alright, moving on. Next to that I have tasks. This is just the Microsoft Tasks app. And I just have the things I need to do today. You can plan things for tomorrow. You can plan your day to that like professors and tutorial people, I don't know what they're called, they've uploaded any of the courses as well as like student help and info. Everything is in there. I used to use it for school as well, so I'm quite familiar with Canvas, which is good. Then I have OneNote. I will go into OneNote for you. But basically, okay, so I'm going to go into OneNote for you, but basically, I just have like all my pages set up for my core subjects as well as subjects that I, well, more than likely do as selective subjects. So I've got all my commerce subjects, and then I've got my arts subjects. So I have all my IR stuff and IR selective. I also have my minor here. This is a minor in political economy, so I've got that, and then I've got a lot of other miscellaneous things. Yeah, so this is just a random maths that I've been doing. Not that I need to be doing maths, but I was just bored, so I did some. Anyways, so that's that. I've got Outlook, which is my emails. So I do still have my school email on there, although it does expire very soon. But I have my university email as well. I've got OneDrive, which is amazing. I use OneDrive religiously. But one thing that I learned from a long time ago was that you should definitely always check your OneDrive syncing. Always make sure that it's syncing. I do have a reminder in my calendar once a month to check my OneDrive syncing, because trust me, you do not want to be having your OneDrive not sync for like 3 years straight, and then suddenly like lose your laptop or lose something and everything is gone. So yeah, just make sure you sync it. As well, it's a lot easier to kind of go between laptop and iPad if your OneDrive is syncing properly. Then I have Microsoft 365 Copilot. It is the new version of Office 365. It's just like a new, I guess, tool. Like I think it's an AI tool they put in called Copilot. It helps you create PowerPoints and do a bunch of different things on Microsoft apps. So there's that. I use Microsoft religiously, so yeah. I'm not a Google person, to be honest with you. I'm not really like a Google Docs or a Google Sheets person. I do use Word and Excel and PowerPoint, probably the most commonly. But yeah, I think Microsoft is great. Alright, moving on, I've got my work folder. So this is where I do have my Google things, because my work, the place that I work at, uses Google Workplace. So that's how I have all my Google stuff in here. So I have Google Drive. I've got the app for my company. So I will probably cover that, blow that up. So just for privacy. I've got Google Chat, Google Classroom, and Google Docs. So if you don't know, I am doing a tutoring job, so I have to use Google Classroom. And then I also have Word there, but I think I'm going to take that out because I've now converted to using GoodNotes for my lesson notes and stuff like that instead of Word, because it's just easier on the iPad to sort of walk around, like write on the whiteboard and stuff, and walk around with the iPad rather than a laptop. So I will probably get rid of Word there. Then I have my admin folder. This has just got a lot of random things. So I've got my university app. Again, I'll probably blur that out. I've got Verify, which is just a verification app for like uni emails and stuff. I've got Gmail. I've got my ASMR, like business email, my personal email, a bunch of other things on there. And then I've got my to-do list then I have GoodNotes. I don't use GoodNotes for university or anything. I do use OneNote mostly for that because it syncs better between my phone, my laptop, and my iPad, just everything. OneNote is a lot easier. However, I do use GoodNotes for things that are more convenient on my iPad generally. So for example, I have my singing stuff in here. At the moment I only have one thing, it's just like a warm-up because I haven't started my singing lessons for the year yet, but my teacher gave me this warm-up to sort of start me off for the year. This is an Italian song called Vagabonda. And yeah, so I normally have it like portrait instead of landscape like it is currently, but it then, like, I also have the phonetics for how to pronounce things and stuff like that. And yeah, when my teacher and I go through this, I will probably like be able to write, you know, particular things that I want to work on. So for example, like if I take my pen and I usually use blue, but say I want to be like, oh, like circle, actually let me make it like circle this and be like, you know, louder or something, I can do that. Anyways, I'm gonna just get rid of that for the time being. But yeah, you get the idea. It's really convenient, and then you don't have to carry around sheets of music and just have it on your iPad. The other thing I have here is maths. So I do maths tutoring. So I was kind of stupid enough to save a lot of past papers, but I forgot to save all the answers whilst I was in school, and now I have no access to any of my school past papers. So I had to do this one paper by myself. I set like a timer. It was a 70-minute paper. But I ended up setting the timer to 40 minutes, and I finished the paper in 40 minutes. But to be fair, I mean, I'm not in year 9 anymore. Like, I graduated high school, so yeah. And then I've got Echoes. This is I'm not going to show it because it's like intellectual property of my tutoring business that I work for, but this is just where I put like all my notes for tutoring my economics class. And then I have clock next to that, so I've just got like some alarms, stopwatch. Actually don't have any alarms, these are just timers. And then world clock. It looks like I haven't really set up anything for my iPad, but normally I have like my city. I usually have Hong Kong, London, New York, and LA. And those are kind of the main ones that I have, just because those are the ones that I usually have to actually go out and seek the most. So I do know people and have friends who live over in the UK, so I often will have to use the London time. My family in Hong Kong, so I will have to use the Hong Kong time. And the great thing about Hong Kong time is places like Singapore and stuff like that is also pretty similar. Japan is like 1 hour ahead, I think. Thailand or something like that is like 1 hour behind. So Hong Kong's a good like that's that. That's the first page. I mean, the second page, there's nothing much. There is just my travel app. So I have Google Maps here, which I'm not going to go into, and then I have TripView Lite, which is basically just the New South Wales app for transportation. So buses, trains, trams, ferries, even like anything. Just go into here, just type your destinations, and then it'll show you like what platform, where like what type of transportation and things like that. Now I don't have many apps on my home screen, but I actually do have a lot of apps like here in my app library, and I don't put them on my home screen because they're not all of them are like productive apps, so I only put like the productivity apps on my home screen, and then all the entertainment, everything is by search, only by search. So for example, I have in entertainment, YouTube. I love a good look at YouTube. What have I been watching at the moment? I've been watching History of Edinburgh, Mia Mabel's, a couple ballet things, Ariana Grande, this Brooklyn Bailey, a couple of breaking news things. Okay, Bradley Cooper, Rosanna Month, Scotland, Egyptologist, viral rice cooker recipes, Gracie Abrams, Mount Everest, Grace's room, my subscriptions. Oh, look, Pamela Reef uploaded something. I haven't done a Pamela Reef workout in a while. I've got Lori Hernandez. She's a ballet dancer. Really nice videos. Brooklyn Bailey. You've got Jack Edwards. Some ASMR videos. Cute. Most of these are dominated by ASMR videos, not gonna lie. Yeah, so there's that. So that's YouTube. Netflix, I guess. Let's have a look what's on Netflix. So I don't really have much on Netflix. I don't really watch Netflix that much, just because nothing really interests me that much. I think the last thing I watched was Exo Kitty. That was just a fun, playful little show, but to be honest with you, I don't really watch anything where episodes are over 30 minutes long because I just can't do it. 45 minutes, maybe, like, that might be able to cut it, but anything like an hour, like 50 minutes, or approaching an hour, I just don't watch, because I normally only watch things when I'm like sort of sitting down and eating a meal, or like brushing my teeth or something, and that usually requires like 10-minute videos, anything from like 10 minutes to half an hour. So generally I opted for YouTube, as well as like half an hour TV shows on Netflix. And I also like watching some light-hearted things because, sometimes just don't want to be watching a drama. I do really like documentaries though, so that's one thing. But yeah, so I've got a lot of random things on here. So that's that. There's nothing much that I use here. I don't use Photo Booth, I don't use iTunes or music or Apple Podcasts or Apple TV or anything. What else is there? Oh, I have Pinterest. So this is my Pinterest home board, I guess. They're not stuff that I have pinned, but I mean there's nail ins, but I think there's one thing in here. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Okay, I have stuff here. And I have some random quotes. Oh wow, these are probably from a very long time ago. Hits hard is what I've called it, okay? 2018 Sandra Clare's trilogy. I think it's called The Infernal Devices. I read it such a long time ago, but yeah, apparently I was so obsessed with it that I made a whole board Goodwill test jam. Books. Oh, sorry, books. Oh, okay. Bit random, but anyway. Travel. Oh, I have so. Oh, sorry. I have so many under travel. I don't even know why, but there's just a lot of random things like here. And then, oh, cute. Okay, this is just men. Whatever. Film production. Okay. Well, apparently I was obsessed with this aesthetic when I was in like year 8 or year 9, because that's when I predominantly use Pinterest. I still use it sometimes, like I use it for really random things, like for example the nail inspo, that was pretty recent, but everything else, like I haven't really touched this since a long time ago. Okay, enchanted romance, that's very random. Oh look, oh that's so cute. Pride and Prejudice, love. Anyways, classical supremacy. Okay, so apparently this is me and my classical music phase. I still love classical music, but I don't romanticize it like this anymore. Anyways, T.S. Eliot. Okay, I don't know why this is called T.S. Eliot, because not all of these quotes are by T.S. Eliot. Anyway, dark purple. Okay, apparently I'm obsessed with dark purple. Learning new things about myself every day, right? Okay. Maeve Wiley. Oh, I love Maeve Wiley. This is from Sex Education. I believe there are like 4 seasons of it. But Emma Mackey, who plays Maeve Wiley, she's so cool. I used to be obsessed with her. And obsessed with her character, Maeve Wiley, so go watch it if you want to. But yeah, it's really cool. This is definitely from a long time ago. Cuties of the world. Okay. I think this is just animals. And then food. Oh. Okay. I'm starting to think that this is not something that I've got saved, because I don't think I've ever saved any of these things. Like, why would you save like a picture of a croissant? Like, look at this. I definitely don't have this saved. Anyways, that's Pinterest. So let's see what else there is. There's nothing. I don't use any of these apps. I guess photos. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have on my iPad. There's a lot of things I don't use my iPad. I predominantly use it for like study and, well, not so much study, but like productivity things. Mostly for work, and also a little